Today I'll be talking about my postings, starting from my first posting. So after completing phase 2, I came back to Manipur and I got my first posting as SDO Imphal in Imphal West. It was completely new and exciting for me because it was my independent posting after probation. But I was, passionate and raring to go and take up whatever was required. As an SDO, our main work is with regard to revenue and law and order. So with revenue work, we have a lot of case hearings. If there's any land dispute, revenue dispute among people, it works under the Manipur, MLR-LR Act. So people come to you and they present the case, and we have. I used to have 2 days set for hearings with regard to revenue. So on these days, people come either themselves or with their lawyers and they present the case, and I hear both sides. And sometimes it takes 2-3 hearings for it to come to a conclusion. My idea is that I always try to bring to a resolution where both parties agree. As much as possible, I try to make people compromise because I think that's the best way. In terms of land, sometimes land disputes happen mostly between relatives, even within families. So I don't feel nice when people quarrel, and I'm sure that even they themselves don't feel nice when they quarrel within their own families. So I try to make it as amicable as possible. Of course, if nothing else works, I have to resort to the strict letter of the law and the rules. Another time was when I faced a woman, a widow. So her brother-in-law and her parents-in-law were trying to deny the land which was supposed to be given to her husband after her husband died. So I made sure, and especially as a woman, I understand her plight, and that's something which really moved me because many people don't know that under the Hindu Succession Act, all progeny are entitled to land from their parents, including women. And so I think, especially with regard to land, a lot of women don't inherit land because their family don't allow it. But I feel that a woman can and should demand for their share. So I think that's one of the things which I try to tell whenever people come to me for these cases. Another thing is with regard to law and order. I have been in situations which has been very tense. But I think, it's actually helpful to be a woman in this kind of situations because I feel we are much calmer in this kind, and we're not quick to anger. At least I feel, I don't know about everyone, but for myself, I try to approach even the most agitated protesters. I try to approach them, I try to talk to them. Of course, they don't always listen to me, but at least I try from my side. And even when they try to taunt me, I try to stay as calm as possible. But sometimes I realize that I always need to carry a pair of sneakers because when we come to office, we come in saris, we come in our heels, but suddenly the situation happens, there's tear gas, firing, or situation protesting. So we have to rush to the place. So you have to make sure you have comfortable shoes. So that's what I want to tell all the aspirants. So if you ever become an officer, always carry comfortable shoes in your car because you never know when you need it, when you have to run sometimes because people are pelting stones or there's tear gas or something. You never know when the situation happens like that.